Those new to the channel, my name is Alan, and today's video I want to take you through a SHTF moment that's lasted a fortnight and we've just got over it. Video does contain some graphic images and you might not want to watch it if you've just had something to eat. Stay with me. So it's about 2 weeks ago that the incident started. Went to the toilet, flushed it and it backed up virtually to the rim and then sunk away very, very slowly. So it looked like a blocked loo, you know, we all suffer them now and again, not really a drama, is it? And you've got to listen to the story because it becomes a big SHTF. So baking powder, white vinegar down the loo, doesn't solve the problem. Plunger, doesn't solve the problem, and it goes on. This is going on for days. So call a plumber out, we're quite lucky, it's a family friend. Make an appointment for her to visit, she comes round, removes the downstairs toilet. In the meantime, not only is the toilet not flushing properly or sinking away properly, there's also noises coming from the pipes. So I take time off work, she pitches up, removes the downstairs toilet, confirms that the toilet itself is not blocked. Refits toilet. Problem's not resolved, problem is slowly getting worse. Call out a sewer specialist, I won't mention their name. They come along and basically, because I've had the toilet refitted, they can't do anything. Have to say at this point that all the properties on our street or in a suburban area have been extended and everyone's put their extensions over the manhole covers without relocating manholes. So happy days. So they go along, we contact the sewage company, the water board, they come down, put a camera down from 30 odd metres away, can't get their camera down the final part due to kinks in the pipe for whatever reason, and the sewer is clear, but they can't view our property, they can't get down to our property. So we call the plumber out again and she removes the toilet and the toilet is left removed. We then make another appointment, more time off work, for the sewage people, private, yeah, got to pay for them, come in and they put the camera down, they go 8 metres, everything's hunky-dory, and then they can see that the sewer is full. Camera doesn't work underwater very well, they push further, they're hitting obstructions, they're of the opinion that it's bricks and rubble, so potentially a collapsed sewer. So at this point we're like, "Rrr." Because the blockage appears to be off of our property line to the neighbours, in the main sewer, it's now back to the water board. Contact them and arrange for them to come out again. In the meantime, we've now noticed that our upstairs toilet, we have 2 toilets upstairs, but the main upstairs toilet is also starting to back up. So I'd flush it, go back to it, and there is waste at the bottom of the toilet. And we think the soil pipe is, I don't know, close to 10 foot high, and that is full of sewage. Long story short, our next door neighbour, whose property is, it would appear, where the blockage is, they had a, how can I put it, relationship breakup, and the woman and the children left the guy last year. He then appeared to go downhill, health problems, whatever. But his wife, partner, whatever, turned up on a Saturday to collect mail, I would expect. Knocked on my door and said, "Are you aware that there's a problem with the drains?" And she showed me her phone, and it had human waste had erupted all over her patio. So I said, "Yes, we've got Dynarod." Shouldn't have said that. We've got the company coming on Monday. She said, okay, I'll pop back and find out what's happening. So we had them in, blah, blah, blah. She never came back, had no interest whatsoever. And it just went on and on and on. More plumber visits, more waterboard visits, and eventually they clear it. So, wasn't on our property, it was between our neighbour and their neighbour's property. We're end of terrace. Because there had been no one next door, they were unaware of the problem. The property further along, their outlet joining the sewer was to the left of the blockage, if that makes sense. That wasn't affecting them. And you might be thinking, what's this got to do with prepping? Well, I'll tell you now, this went on for, as I say, the incident went on for 2 weeks. It's backing up. You have to get used to breaking up your poo when you go to the toilet, so there's no big lumps. It impacts your washing, your showering, your washing clothes, washing dishes. It is a major impact. So it really was a crap it's the fan moment for us. No zombies involved, no society collapse, whatever. If you've just had something to eat, you might want to look away, but I'm about to show you the images from next door's patio. When the toilet was backing up upstairs, I used a plunger, and it would appear that when I plunged it, that's what caused it to erupt on the neighbour's property. It is what it is. Because there was no one there and we had no contact, I had to give the sewage people access, so that's through our property. I had to lift a fence panel for them to get through a back gate, etc. So it's all drama, and we've got over 1,000 litres of drinking water, we've got close to 3 months worth of food, got water filtration systems and everything else that a prepper would have. But the number one item that we didn't have enough of, but luckily we were able to purchase it, was polythene bags and nappy sacks. Because when it's backing up, the last thing you can continue to do is throw your dirty toilet paper down the ladder. So every time we went to the loo, it was chop up any human waste, so it would go down easier. There was no other option. And dirty toilet paper had to go into a polythene bag and be tied up. We're lucky it wasn't the summer. If it was the summer, it was hot, it would have absolutely been honking. So, not a sexy subject, but I suspect it's something that you've probably overlooked. Make sure you've got a plunger, make sure you've got something to plunge your toilet, and make sure you've got the number one prep that we didn't have enough of, and that is nappy sacks or polythene bags, so you can actually put your dirty waste in there and secure it. Light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, is that the problem is now resolved. We have to deep clean our dishwasher and deep clean our washing machine, but it could have been much, much worse. Hope you don't experience the same problem, but just be mindful. You can have as much food and water, battery backup and everything else. I've got portable camping toilet, you know, for if it goes down big time, and everything else that's involved. But actually dealing with your human waste on a daily basis and dirty tissue paper for a fortnight gets boring very, very quickly. I shall leave that with you. If you found the video useful, give us one of them. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps promote the channel so more people can actually get to see the content. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.